Okay, I've got some questions for Nigel Farage today, and for anybody who doesn't know who Nigel is, he is the leader of the UKIP party, or so-called leader of the UKIP party, which basically means UK Independence Party. Now, Nigel, I'm going to get straight on, because there's a few things that I want to know. Firstly, what I would like to know is there's a great piece on the BuzzFeed website, and it's called 23 Things That Look Like Nigel Farage. And there's probably about 3 or 4 things. There's your photo next to each one of these things, by the way, and there's probably like 3 or 4 of them that are characters from the Muppets, because you do bear a striking resemblance to a puppet. It must be the big wide mouth shit you've got going on. Anyway, what I would firstly like to know is, if you have seen it, which of the 23 items in question do you think you most look like? And keeping on that theme of puppets, because I personally think you do look like the big blue Muppet with a big wide mouth and the great big hooky face thing. What I wouldn't mind knowing is, there's quite a lot of talk at the moment about there being some kind of three-way coalition come the next election, obviously, because British voters are so despondent because you're all a bunch of lying, cheating, puppet, pan-faced wankers, that no one's really going to vote. So yet again, you lot are going to do whatever the fuck you like, regardless of what any of us think. So I was wondering, like, obviously, because ham-faced tosser David Cameron and Nick Clegg, his little butt monkey, have been in bed with each other for quite a long time now. If you do indeed climb into bed with these two, I was just wondering which one of you is going to take the first hand up the arse. And because you do look quite a lot like that Muppet, I was just wondering if you think it's going to be you. The second thing that I was wondering was, your party have quite often been referred to as racist bigots, sexist, just chauvinists, whatever it is. You know, there's been quite a few things said about you lot, and in all fairness, the way you display yourselves, it comes across as quite true. But there's 2 things I want to know. Firstly, is given the stance of the rest of the coalition on immigration and basically there not really being much intervention as far as they're concerned, for obvious reasons, because they don't want there to be, because they want to spread as much hate and division as possible, which is something anybody with any sense knows. How is that going to work for you? Because by the way things are going, it wouldn't surprise me if before long they've got old Jihadi John as part of the coalition as well, just to not cause any trouble. And given that you lot are such apparent racist bigots, I was wondering how that's going to fit in with your part, the part you'll play in the coalition. The other point that I would like to mention with regards to you lot apparently being racist bigots, which on the surface, yeah, you do come across as total twats, completely out of touch with anybody really, other than the BNP and EDL and whatever other scummy bag Britain First cunts spout all their shite. Anybody with any sense wouldn't vote for you in a million years, and apparently even the Green Party are ahead of you guys now. What I'd be interested to know is how you reconcile being or appearing to be a racist bigot when you've actually got a wife of German nationality who, on a side note, is your personal secretary paid for by taxpayers' money, and you also have German ancestry. I think your grandparents or great grandparents are also of German nationality. So realistically, although you were born in this country, you are technically what would be deemed as of foreign descent. So I can't quite correlate how you appear to be such a racist bigot, yet you actually have a German wife and German ancestry. It doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe that's just me, but it just seems a bit odd. The other thing I wanted to know is, if you do join this coalition, or contalition, as it should probably be called, when you finish fucking over the country with the rest of these twerps, I was wondering if it will actually be Germany that you'll run away to and hide in when we're all basically at the point where we're baying for blood.